welcome back to the channel. Today I want to focus on something every salary earner needs, a step-by-step guide to budgeting your salary. You know the drill, your salary hits and before you know it, it's gone. You have things like your house rent to pay for, bills, groceries, transportation, fuel for your car and for your gen, electricity units if you have like a prepaid meter, financial requests from family members or maybe friends that you need to help, and the list goes on and on. It gets overwhelming pretty fast, and by second to let's say third of the month, your salary is already almost finished. It doesn't have to be like this anyway. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do the moment your salary lands in your account so that you can manage your expenses, save, and still have money for your goals, money to enjoy life this new year. First things first, know your exact take-home pay. This is what is left after your taxes, your pension deductions, and any other mandatory contributions have been deducted from your salary. That's your net income. For example, if your gross salary is 300,000 naira, right, every month, after deductions, let's say it's now 250,000 naira. That's what you're working with. That's your net income. If you have been following this channel for a while, or even my content, I believe that by now you already have like a standard budget breakdown for how you allocate money to spend on different areas of needs, right? So this should be plug and play for you. But if you don't have that kind of structure, that's why you have me here. I'm going to explain and walk you through it. So once the money hits your account, don't wait. Allocate different amounts for the different categories of expenses in your monthly budget template. So if you are new to this, right, just split your money into 3 categories using the 50-30-20 rule. I'm going to link it. I've done a separate video on that. So 50% will go to your needs, essential things like your house rent, your food, your transportation, and your bills. Example, from the 250,000 naira, you could set aside 125,000 naira for these needs. So 30% goes to your wants, non-essential things like eating out, Netflix subscription, buying a dress you like on Instagram or wherever. Example, 75% from that your income should be going to your wants, that's 30%. Then 20% for savings or investments, for emergencies, for future projects, or for general investments that you want to just invest in. So divide the money as soon as it lands and use separate accounts or cash envelopes if that helps, so that you don't mix them up. When budgeting, always prioritize your fixed cost. These are your expenses that you know will come every month. Things like rent, electricity bill, internet, school fees. For instance, let's say your rent. Allocate a monthly portion if you pay your rent every year, like yearly. For let's say 500,000 naira yearly rent, you want to save 41,600 something every month. You can also use this same monthly savings method to save up for school fees so that it is not overwhelming. So basically break that annual payment into monthly savings so that by the time the rent is due or the fees is due, you have the money in bulk to pay for that thing without any stress. In summary, list your fixed cost and transfer the money immediately to a dedicated account or to your wallet. What I do is that we keep our rent in the flexed feature of the Piggyvest platform. We keep it in like the flex level, so we know that okay, this money that is here is house rent, or this money that we are saving every month is for car maintenance, is for traveling, is for this, is for that. Now tackle variable costs like groceries, your toiletries, and your transportation. These things can change, right, from month to month. That is why it is called variable cost. So you want to set like a realistic cap so that you don't keep spending as it is changing, right? You find ways to just stay around that cap, that budget. For example, you could allocate 40k for groceries, 20k for transport, and then use cash envelopes or spending trackers like the Mula budget template to avoid overspending, because it would keep you grounded. You would easily see, okay, this is how much you budgeted for this thing, and this is how much you've ended up spending on this thing, right? So that makes you grounded, because when you see that okay, you budgeted 50k for transportation, and in 2 weeks you've exhausted the 50k. It gives you an idea that okay, something is wrong. Either the budget is way too small and you need to budget more, or maybe you are doing too much Uber or Bolt or something like that. So it would just help you realize where you are spending so much and where it is possible to cut down and just readjust your budget and your spending. The next thing is to move your savings and your investments immediately after your salary lands. Your future self will thank you for this particular one, right? So don't leave it till later, because you'll be tempted to spend it because things will always come up. In all honesty, right? You really want to save, but things will come up and you will take that money and spend on those things, right? So you want to transfer your savings, basically take out your savings first. You already know how much you need. You already know it for the month, to survive for the month. So first of all, take out your savings, take out whatever amount you want to top up on your investment account, and then budget the remaining. Use the remaining to survive for the month. And like I already mentioned in a recent video, right, the easiest way to handle your making sure you save every month consistently is to set up like an automated deduction, right? So that once your salary hits, when your salary comes in, maybe on the 26th, 27th or 28th of the month, set up that automatic deduction so that once your salary hits, that maybe 20% that you want to save is taken out and dropped in your savings account. That just makes it one less thing to worry about. Finally, right, budgeting isn't one and done. You've created your budget and you go to sleep. No, you want to set aside time every week, maybe at the end of the week, on Saturdays, on Sunday evenings when you are preparing for the new week. You want to set aside that time every week to review your budget. Okay, this is what I budgeted for this and that for the month. And so far, this week alone, I've spent this and that and that. It would help you realize that, you are running low on funds, you need to cut back, or you're on track, right? So you want to set that weekly time where you specifically review how you have spent your money versus the budget that you created. It could be that, let's say you budgeted an amount for transportation, but it turns out that transport cost has gone up because of the inconsistency in fuel pricing. So things like that are things you want to take note of, so that when you are budgeting for the next month, you know if you want to adjust, increase, or reduce a budget for a particular area. And you can use tools like the Muller budget template, right, to keep track of these things. It's an automated budget template that makes life very easy for you. I'm going to link it in the video below. Let me know in the comments, what is the first thing you do once your salary hits your account? What's that one thing that you do? What's the first thing? Do you have a process? Do you have a routine? And that's it, guys. If you found this video helpful, do leave a comment below. Like the video, share with your friends, share with your family members, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.